Evening. Yep, that looks good. Evening all. I hope we're working okay as per usual. Please give us a thumbs up underneath to let me know it's working okay, or type something in the comments. Looks good from my end, so hopefully that's all okay. Let's see, so give it a second or two. Evening, Peter. Getting any thumbs from anybody? Not much at the minute. Just give it a second. There's always a little bit of delay in the comments before they come through at my end. Move the camera a little bit as well. It's a bit, oh, wrong way. Yeah. Something like that. Something wrong with my green screen as well tonight. Never mind. It'll do. It's near enough. Marvellous. Getting some thumbs. That's good. We must be working. Excellent. Evening Gary, evening Peter, and the other Peter. Marvellous. So, evening David as well. Yeah, so this Sunday there's these 3 machines finishing. Very nice high top. The rather spectacular Pace Chrome Deluxe. And the Sega-ish light up, English version, I think it is. So they all finish this Sunday. Today I put a couple of new bits up. There's tons and tons and tons of spares and coins, and have a look all through that lot. I put all that lot up. Stuff that's been around before earlier in the week. But also a couple of new machines. This very nice Rockola jigsaw, World's Fair jigsaw. It's got particularly good playfield and jigsaw pieces on it itself. So that's nice. Haven't seen one of those for a while. And that's on, what's it on, 5 cent. And another high top, which is this second one down. So that one finishes this Sunday. This one finishes in 2 weeks' time. Again, the last one's all based up for Coin Automatic Co. of Rochdale. Working, it's got quite a nice action to it again. Mills snake key lock in the back door, with the Mills instruction sheet on the back door as well on the inside. Jackpot. Yeah. Could probably do a strip and repainting really. The paint's crackled up. It's Formica sided, but I think it's Formica stuck over the original oak side, so I couldn't quite see if they were the stripy sides to match the stripy casting, as I call it. But yeah, nice good solid machine. So there's those 2. I've got even David. Oh, let's have a look at this. David says, anyone help? Trying to find a 1p metal coin tube for an old Bellfruit new Target fruit machine. You can stick a wanted ad on the website basically. So if you go on the website, go to Coin Up Spares section here. He says, waiting for the website to fire up. I want to go slow again tonight. Is my internet gone? Died? Hope not. Oh, that's not a very good start, is it? Hello, internet, wake up. Spares. Anyway, scroll down to, go onto the Coin Up Spares page, scroll down to the bottom. You'll see there's a wanted section. And the button there, place your wanted ads here. So click on that, fill the little form in, and stick a wanted advert on, and hopefully somebody will have one in their spares bits and bobs. Evening Paul. Yeah, so where was I? Yes, so there's those new machines, and also if you had a look, those of you who follow our Instagram, which I'll stick a link for here. If you don't already, then why not? There's the Instagram link. You'll see I stuck a picture up on whenever it was. Thursday, was it? What day is it today? Wednesday? I don't know, I lose track of days. Of the Selector colour machine, which is now here, back here in Cambridge. Poised there on the back of my truck. By good fortune, as it seems, one of the, as I was moving it, one of the doors fell off it. So I haven't got to bust one of the locks open, which is quite nice. There's a sort of pop riveted hinges underneath, just underneath here. The little aluminium pop rivets are obviously just given up, so that's quite handy. There's not any, I thought when I looked in through the top, it looked like all the mechanisms were on the inside of the doors somehow or other, like payout gubbins or something, and they're not, as it happens, so that's handy. But I can't see in the bottom half, there's a big kind of canvas chute in it where all the coins roll into the bottom, to the cash box. But it looks like there should be a probably some big motorized uni-selector type switch type thing, I would imagine, in the bottom. So I'll get the bottom open over the weekend sometime. Again, now I've had a better look at it, it's just the bottom door in the big black bit is locked, but then there's pop rivets for the hinges, so I'll just drill through the little pop rivets and that won't cause any damage to it then. And then I can take some photographs inside and see if we think it's all there or not. In the top it looks like it's all there, as in all 8 player positions have got all the gubbins for them. All they've done is they've sort of pulled the little lamp holders down and then replaced the coin slot with the 4 coin slots with just a bit of hardboard or something. So if you want to return to 8 player, you'd have to have 4 new of those coin slots made. But they're relatively simple, actually, only a flat piece of brass or whatever it is, probably plated with 4 slots in it and 4 holes for the bowl holders, so there wouldn't be a huge problem to get them made, I wouldn't have thought. But other than that, it appears all the gubbins for all 8 player positions is there. So that's good news. So yeah, if you want to come and have a look at that, it's now here in Cambridge. So by all means, come and have a fiddle and a rummage. But so over the weekend, I'll get the bottom open, I'll take some photographs inside and out and get it up on the website. And the video, well, obviously I won't be able to show it working because I don't think it will run at the moment by the looks of things. I haven't found out where the power goes into it yet. But I'll have a look. If it looks like the transformers, I presume it's a transformer power supply and not on mains. If it looks reasonably safe, I might risk sticking a plug on it and see what happens. But I can do like a walk around video or something. So anyway, yep, that's here now. Those of you interested, come and have a look. We'll get it up for sale in the next day or two. So there we are. What else to tell you before we look at some photographs? I am here all weekend in Cambridge if you want to come and view. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, probably be over in Leamington, lunchtime-ish as usual for an hour or two, something like that. So if you've got anything that you want to collect from Leamington or drop anything off to sell, Monday's looking good at the minute. Just get in touch and arrange a time. Then the rest of the week, I'm going to be back in Leamington again, probably second half of the week. I'm not sure which day yet, Wednesday, Thursday or Friday. Doing some stuff with Dave, so it depends what day Dave's free. So there'll probably be 2 chances this coming week in Leamington, if that helps anybody. Paul says looking good. Oh, the selector colour, yeah. It's in good physical because it's all fiberglass cabinet. Obviously, it's in actually really good nick and original. I'm not actually sure if it's painted or if it's just colour gel coat, but it looks like a good polish with some T-cut and it buff up really nicely, I think. The little lights, I imagine, are just standard like Lucas parts off they'll be off a Morris Marina dashboard or something, I expect. But yeah. Peter says, if ever there was a time to shout about what great value Colcon is, the model village where my arcade is sold the Banks yesterday and the buyer's premium alone was £212,000. Yeah, £212,000 buyer's premium, plus whatever commission they charge to sell it. Lovely. Good game if you can get away with it, isn't it? So that's right for a day's wages. That's a little bit more than I earned yesterday, I suspect. They're probably drinking more than a cup of tea as well. But hey ho, there we are. Perhaps Banksy'd like to come and spray on an all-win or something. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? So yeah, so pictures. First of all, thanks to everyone who's been sending pictures in again. I've got loads of stuff to go through. I have, if you go over on the old cup of tea page here, past few days, I can't remember when I did these now. Just every now and again when I'm sitting down for a cup of tea, I'd go through and do a few more pictures. So a lot of this sort of Brenco-y stuff, the actual photographs of existing machines I've got up. Found a match of fruit, rotor spin, some of the bandits. Oh, excuse me. Street wheeling, etc. And then in the archive bit, some of those adverts I put on, I've some more to do yet. So plodding along, gradually shoving stuff on the website. As I mentioned the other day, Nixon's been in touch, or the grandson of Nixon's. I've got a whole load of stuff that's sent through, some brilliant photographs. There's some stuff you're all going to love and want that I've never seen, probably you've never seen either. None of it exists pretty much anymore. So we'll do all that Sunday night. I've sorted about half the photographs out, so you have to sort of resize them and fiddle with them to make them the right size to show on the video. So we'll do all that Sunday night. It might even be 2 nights because there's quite a lot of it. Lots of good info, and hopefully in due course we might be up for a bit of a video interview as well or something, or even another DVD, who knows. Sounds like quite an interesting story to tell of the various companies that they were involved with, and peers and building stuff for Butlins and all sorts of things. So there's quite a lot of information there. Should be good. So there we are. So I've done a load of photos. What I've done with these is I've been playing around with colorizing old black and white photographs. So I thought we'd have a look at some of these. There's a few fairgroundy ones, Dodgems, and some slot machine ones, and casino ones, and bits and bobs. And it was just really to see, obviously this is kind of computerized colorization from old black and white photographs. But it does kind of bring out more detail in them, interestingly. I don't know if it's just a kind of an optical illusion or what, but it does, you do seem to, even though the colours are perhaps not realistic always, I think you notice more things in the photographs. So yeah, I'm going to play around with that with some of the black and white photographs. I might do some of those old Crompton ones we got, see what they come out like. It tends to be, you know, obviously the better quality the black and white picture is originally, the more contrasty it is, the better it colorizes. Some of these that I'm going to show you now were really faded and yellowed, and they took a lot of work to try and do anything with. But they're quite interesting images, so I thought I'd have a play. So these are some American Dodgems, Lussie or Auto Scooter or something like that. Not sure which model they are. This is quite a nice one, an arcade somewhere. Some of these you might have seen before floating around the internet, but in black and white form. There's some arcades behind the kids there, some machines. It's quite nice. Special attractions, some of these are there, some penny arcade. I can't remember where this one was. Some of these, there was a note wherever I found the pictures of where they were taken. What have I just done with the folder? Let me just find the folder, and then I can tell you what it said, if anything. Where are we? January the 28th. Let's just squish that down a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. Right, make that a little bit bigger. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. View larger icons. That's better, and I can see what I'm doing on my end. You can see what's coming out your end. Right, this picture here then is apparently 1910 children at a penny arcade in Schenectady, wherever that is, somewhere in America. Schenectady. So 1910, marvellous. This one, very nice carved show front. which looks quite like an English travelling show front to me. Probably maybe one that got shipped over to the States. I don't know. That's kind of where I had 2 wagons, and then oh dear, no, what we've done. I was trying to find me. Here we are. So I can wave my hands about a bit. That's better. Yeah, where they had a wagon either side, and usually one in the middle with the organ in, and then either side, where it says Ricardo and Bambold, or whatever it is, were living wagons, basically, which then made the ticket booths. Then the top panels all kind of folded off the top of the living wagon, so the whole show built up of 2 or 3 wagons. But some did get shipped over the States. But this one is 1910, 15-ish at Coney Island in New York, so yeah, interesting, I thought. What have we got here? This is some scooter bumper cars, maybe about 1920-ish at Glen Echo in the States. They look spectacularly dangerous, don't they? As if you know, slightest little bump, I think they just tip you out sideways on those. Wonderful. Lovely bit of health and safety, but I like the look of those. It comes up with very early version of the bumpers. This one's I've got another image of this somewhere, a bit closer to the arcade. I don't know what I've done with it. It's on my computer somewhere. But this is at Glen Echo Park again. The Pennyland Arcade and the plane ride. But I've got a bit of a closer up picture of the arcade that you can see quite a few machines on, which is quite nice. So I'll dig that out. It's on the computer somewhere. It's quite a nice picture, American one again. Have we got any American viewers? I know the videos get watched by quite a lot of Americans, but I don't know if any join us live, obviously, because of the time difference. But maybe some of them will comment if they know anything. This one, another good picture, isn't it? Just get rid of me a minute. There we go, that's better. This one is apparently 1924. Glen Echo again. Yeah. Can you imagine sitting on one of those and being bumped? You're just going to go straight off on the track, aren't you, and get run over? I wouldn't have to mop the blood off the tracks. Marvellous. Like it. So there we are. So that's that one. Next one is... what's we got here? Oops. This is 1930s. Is supposed to be the Cafe Mint restaurant in Mexico. There's a big long line of Mills operators' bells, aren't they? Those ones, I think. Home of the Special Fizz, whatever that was. Oops. There's another. Lobby Cafe, same. I think it's the same place. Quite good, I thought. Then we've got, what have we got here? This is quite an amusing one, isn't it? This is apparently 1938 at the Louisiana Fair. So, yeah. Obviously something very entertaining on that particular mutoscope. It seems to have a guide rail in it as opposed to the other one, which hasn't. Who's beeping me? Somebody's beeping me. Just a minute. Let's do that. Okay. All these I'll stick up on the website in due course on the appropriate pages, i.e. the Mutoscope pages on the Mutoscope pages. To make small bumper car pages and things, but I'll get onto that in due course. This one is, so again, bear in mind these are all from black and white pictures, all colorized on a computer, so hence the colors might look a bit odd, but it is amazing the difference it makes, really. This is based in 1940 in North Carolina. Very nice Dodgem cars. They look almost like English cars, those ones. So we quite like the look of those. Picture says, has anyone got any pictures of Mannings in the heydays? I haven't. I've seen 2 or 3 odd postcards. But yeah, I should imagine there's some interesting ones. I don't know if Mannings themselves have probably got some, I guess. It's another one of those places that really ought to have a book written about it or a film made about it or something. It's a fascinating place. I love it. All the caves at the back and the fun house and everything. Another one on my project list. I'm going to spend the rest of my life making interesting films, I think. There's lots of interesting places to go and film. This next one is... what's this one? This one is 1942. Where it come from? It says men in suits riding the bumper cars in Connecticut. Fab cars, aren't they? Quite like one of those. Chap at the front seems to have particularly big ears. There we go. So yeah, that one coloured up reasonably well. We quite like that one. Next one is, don't know where this one is. It just says 1942 roller coaster. So some real roller coaster buff somewhere will know what ride that is probably. It's very basic kind of toast rack cars. But yeah, somewhere in America. So the next one is quite interesting. Sorry, 2 jobs here at once as usual. So this next one, it's a really dark picture it came from, so I did my best with it. But it's Barefoot Charlie. This was come with a description with the picture wherever it was I found it. Some of these have been on my computer for ages. It said Barefoot Charlie, a Caucasian man dressed as a Native American with a coin-operated bear slot machine at Barefoot Charlie's nightclub in Land O'Lakes, Wisconsin. So it appears to be a taxidermy bear, you know, real stuffed bear with a slot machine shoved in it. So that's definitely different. Very un-PC. And then a Caucasian man dressed as a Native American, even more PC. So how fabulously un-PC is that? Wonderful, isn't it? BBC saw this, they'd have a heart attack. So yeah, I thought that was quite amusing. Not one for the faint-hearted or the vegetarians probably, but there we are. I thought it was interesting. Next one is not coming up on the computer for some reason. Why isn't that? Let me click the button again, see if it will come up. Ah, there we go. So this one, oh, there's me again. Yes, a nice run of Extraordinaries. I had another nice picture load of Extraordinaries. I don't know what I've done with it. I've lost some pictures somewhere, but never mind. I'll find them. Get change at the bar. So presumably it's 33 onwards when the Extraordinary come out. Evening, Greg. Late as usual? Oh, I don't know. Have to give some lines, I think, for keep being late. Next one here. This is a nice load of high tops. It says Las Vegas, 1950s. So yeah, don't know what casino it is or where it is. It looks like a, don't know. It's a big thing. I think is that bus times or something? I'm not sure what it is. I think it's a bus station or something. Is it? Don't know. But, yeah. Next one's quite an interesting picture. Quite spectacular. You like this one? Well, that lot. How many machines is there in there? Quite a lot. And clearly more than fit in the photograph as well, because they're off all edges of the photograph. So yeah. Don't know what it is or where it was or anything else. Just an image I found somewhere. So presumably some suppliers or the like. Next one's another slot machine built into something, not an animal this time, fortunately. We've got the Money Tree Casino with a bally built into a tree, as you do. Next picture looks like I forgot to colorise, so it's still black and white, but never mind, it's still a nice picture. So this one, get me out of the way again for a minute, is apparently a Mutoscope Skyfighter, 1941, at a shooting gallery in Phoenix City, Alabama. So yeah, don't think I've got a picture of what the whole machine looks like. I'll find one online somewhere. But yeah, pretty topical machine for the time, I guess. So quite a good image. The next few are of Nevada Club in Las Vegas. It's interesting here you've got in this first batch on the left some Extraordinaries, but high tops as well, so sort of 20 years span of machines there. So they clearly didn't have just all the latest machines. They were, you know, some of those machines are a good 20 years old, obviously. And yeah, she looks like she's having a jolly time, doesn't she? Greg says, Money Tree reminds me of the Greaves Ballet conversion. Haven't seen one for years. I don't even know that one. No, don't know what that is. Greaves Ballet conversion. I know there was lots of ballet conversions done over here. Then we've got there's a few of these bandits built into statues ones. So we've got a nice run of Jennings here, Jennings Chiefs. I was trying to work out what that machine was. Here, above my head, as it were, right in the background in the corner. I don't know what that is. Looks like a bandit with a multi-column front of some description. Not sure what it is. It's interesting. But yeah, they're quite smart, aren't they, with the Chiefs? And then we've got, this is Nevada Club again. Just some more high tops. Looks very pleased with himself, doesn't he? I think he's won. Well, this is a quite good. This next one is oh, there's bandits in the pool. This is, I don't know where it is. It's just a pool. So presumably somewhere in Vegas. But yeah, a row of what are they? Sun Chiefs, aren't they? I think Jennings on the pool side, and tables, casino tables in the pool. That's quite a neat idea, isn't it? I think your playing cards might have got a bit soggy, but there we are. Why not, I suppose? Why not indeed? And then we've got this one. This one I thought was interesting because if I get out of the way again, the sit down, you know, the stand-up cowboy bandits, etc., figure bandits are quite well known, but I really hadn't seen the sit down ones on the ones on the right of the picture before, and at the back, with a little stool in front. So yeah, for those of you who couldn't be bothered to stand up and play a bandit, you could sit down and play a bandit. And these are at somewhere called Henry's in Reno. 1950-ish, obviously, again because of the high tops. Life-size hand-carved slot machines. Henry's in Reno. My tea's gone cold again. I need to get myself a tea warmer plate or something for these live streams to keep your tea warm. Anyway, so that's that one. Next one is, this one was quite good. There's one right behind me as well, look. Always get in the way, don't I? Lots of extraordinary consoles. And this is the old gun collection silver dollar bar. 3 miles east of Reno on Highway 40. Sparks, Nevada. And this is apparently 1930s, which figure obviously from the extraordinaries. Peter says, never seen the sit-down bandits before. No, I hadn't. So the stand-up ones relatively familiar with, but I've never seen those sit-down ones before. I can't remember. Well, again, I've not seen one. You know, one coming up in one of the American auctions or anything. The stand-up ones come up relatively frequently. But yeah, whether that was the only place that had those sit-down ones, and they just, for whatever reason, none of them survived, I don't know. Interesting to know if anyone's ever seen a real, you know, one in the flesh. Now this one I was rather intrigued by. This machine on the left picture here, the Moon Rocket Bandit thing. So it looks like on the front, you can't see where my cursor's pointing on this, but there's kind of a square in the front of the Moon Rocket above where it says Moon Rocket sign, which looks like there's an inset bandit set right into it. This is in the Nugget Casino in Reno. So it's got that kind of rocket, but then like a kind of Sputnik light fitting type thing on top. Looks like there's light bulbs in it, and I imagine they all flash or something when you get a wind, probably, or something. Don't know. I presume it was a custom one-off thing. So I wonder if that survived. But quite a natty bit of kit. Flashing lights around the bottom of it. Almost sort of looks like a kid ride, doesn't it, really? But yeah, I don't know what would be in it. Seems to be high top here. Still looking at the other bandits. Background. Pre-Bally, so it's going to be 50s. So probably just a Mills mech again, or Jennings mech, I expect. Very interesting thing. And then we've got the Beatles, a couple of very shiny high tops. And this is apparently, we're taking 1964. So yeah, there you go. All the Beatles fans. So that's that lot. I just sort of did a batch randomly. So I was playing around with them, colorizing them. These are all done from black and white pictures, just to see how they colorized and how much of a difference it made. And it makes quite a lot, actually, surprising. So although the colours are a bit iffy, obviously, because they're fake, you know, the computer busy trying to figure out what colours things should be. So they're a bit off occasionally. And obviously some of them were really poor images to start with. Either faded out or, you know, just really bad copies that I've got. But it's surprising how much more you see in them when they're in colour. So I thought it was a bit of an interesting little project, really. So there we are. I'll let these run. Let's click the button and let them run through. Any comments on any of those? Far away. So as I say, next one, what day will be on Friday? It will be Sunday. We'll have a look at all this Nixon's stuff. I have on the website listed some of the Nixon's machines and Nixon's and Nix sales machines, but there's more to go yet. And then I'll add all the photos on after we've seen them on Sunday night. See if anybody knows any more information about them or can remember any of them anywhere, or better still, know whether there is any of them still. I don't think there's any that we don't know about, if that makes sense. I.e. a couple of Teeters, a couple of mini Teeters, or 3 mini Teeters, a couple of TZUs, a few other little bits and bobs. Most of the big chunky arcade stuff, as far as we know, none of it exists, which is a real shame because some fantastic machines. Peter says the colorized Wheelerman looks quite good. Yeah, that was that came up all right, didn't it? Considering what a relatively poor picture it started off from. So yeah, I'll continue to fiddle around with the colorizing these pictures because they yeah, I think they look quite good, really. Perhaps I should put the black and white ones up as well. I don't know. It's all just about trying to you know, find as much detail as you can in old, very poor images, really. To yeah, just to see what the stuff was like. But it'd be interesting to see how those all the Crompton's pictures I uploaded there, because they're relatively good photographs, nice and contrasty. I might have a go at colorizing up some of those, because they'll probably work quite well. See what we can do with them. But yeah, so there we are. So that's Sunday night's stream will be all Nixonsy. People have been sending in. I've got a few Whitakers and Mayfields, so we could do some more of those. If anyone's got any Mayfields stuff or Whitakers stuff, send it on over. Chris says, not sure if correct, but I believe Billy Butlin introduced the Dodgem to the UK. Yes, I believe he did. That's what the story always goes. Interestingly, Nixon's Nick Carter, who started Nixon's, was quite friendly with Billy Butlin, and they supplied boat rides as well as machines to the parks. Built boat rides for them. Nick was saying, there was Nick Carter, the original, then there was Nick Carter, the son, and then Nick Carter, the grandson, who I'm in correspondence with. I think he said they also made a lot of the Perspex signs for them. I guess they had the Perspex cutting gear to make all the signs for the machines. Made quite a lot of the signs in the Butlins as well. And then they also own Shanklin Pier on the Isle of Wight, which I didn't know. So I'd say it's quite an interesting family history. With a lot of information there. So I'm hoping that in due course we can perhaps do a nice interview with Nick. So it might even be that there's enough material there to do another whole film on, perhaps. Don't know, got to finish Paul's ones first. But it's good to find out all this information, get it all recorded, and while there's the chance to do so, you know. And it's interesting, all these kind of interconnections between different companies, different people. I'm learning so much stuff every day, really, just going through all these things. And seeing, you know, who worked for who and all that kind of thing. Who pinched whose idea for such and such machine. Yeah, interesting stuff. So yeah, so there we are. So I thought that was an interesting little project. I'll carry on with these. So it's a thing I just sort of sit with my morning cup of tea or whatever and fiddle around, edit a few photographs and upload them. And see what we can make out of them, really. So Saturday, Sunday, if you want to come over and have a view of anything that's for sale, you're more than welcome. Bring anything you've got to sell, etc. Say the big thingy machine, Selector Colour, is now here in Cambridge. If you want to come and have a look at that, have a fiddle with it, you're more than welcome. Especially if you can make it work, that'd be even better. And I will get that up for sale over the weekend, so I'll get into the bottom of it tomorrow. I can take some pictures of the inside so you can see what it's all like. And well, hopefully that one goes off to a good home. I've also brought home at the same time, and I've got the space here, the very nice Fairground pay box, ready for the fairgroundy stuff. Off of Irving's Juvenile, something or other. I'm not sure what it's off of, actually. Speedway, a little car ride type thing, I think. It was very nice. Be great in an arcade with bandits around it or something, or all wings in each window. It's round in 6 sections. There's cartoon characters all painted around the bottom. Fred Flintstone and Huckleberry Hound and Tom and Jerry and the like. And then like an arched window in each side with lights around. So each one will take a big Allwyn or a Bandit or something like that. We'll make a really nice centerpiece in an arcade somewhere. I don't want to split it up. We'll try and sell it in one piece. As long as we can get a decent price for it. It would be a real shame to split it. But we'll have to see how we go with that. And yeah, we'll keep on going. Anything from anyone? If not, I will wrap things up in a minute or two. We'll just give it a minute or so because the comments are always slightly delayed, just in case anybody needs to know anything about the stuff that's selling this weekend. I say next week I'm going to be in Leamington Monday lunchtime-ish probably. Night Peter. And also later in the week, but I'm not sure which day yet, but it'll probably be Wednesday, Thursday or Friday. So you've got 2 chances next week, potentially, to meet me in Leamington if you need to, for anything. Otherwise, we'll just carry on carrying on. So yeah, keep sending stuff in. I'll put the email on here again because you can't actually directly send stuff via the website as such. So I'll put on here, send images to news@elephant.com. There we are, shove that in there. If anybody's got any interesting images to share, that'd be good. Yeah, there we are. Hope that some of those were interesting. Hopefully I'll gradually get a bit quicker at the fiddling with them and you know, doing the colours on them. It takes a little while to do. The more you do, the quicker you get at it, like anything really. So some of the ones we looked at in the past I might have a go at. And see how they come up as well. Yeah, right, I think that's probably it. It's all gone quiet, so that's good. So thank you all again for your contributions, sending stuff in. Keep them coming. And we will catch up again Sunday night for loads of fabulously interesting Nixon's machines. And yeah. You'll like them, so don't miss it, as they say. Right, I think that's it. Nighty night. Catch you all on Sunday.